It's Podraza. I'm not making any of this up. Hi, it's Pat. We got disconnected by a Schwan's text. That's where we're at. I'll take care of my end. Email me as you feel necessary, and that's what I'm dealing with. I hope you hear me. It's Pat Podraza. It's Pat. Somebody stuck some darn food under my side of my bed, in under the sheet, and I got grease. I've been, there's no incontinence on this sheet. And somebody stuck that, and I just pulled that back and caught that. They didn't want me doing my laundry in here, and I want it done in here, and I have a right to have it clean, and the pipe's not bugged. Now they've taken care of the elevator. There's a kid that resents doing the job in here anyway on the cleaning, and that issue you have. That has to be done from behind, from Connecticut, to have respect by some in the present here anyway, that there had been any respect there. That is a major healing. Well, I'm going to tell you it has to go to Massachusetts because of the two there, and what could take in the place also in the future, I don't know. That's up in the air. I still want to give that mind some credit. Somebody else should have told me the truth on something when I sacrificed my life due to what I've lived. So I'm angry at that still. That should have been answered tangibly, because that's all it required, was a tangible answer on that subject. Whether retired or not, that is all it required. I deal with good anytime I deal with it, and I try to share with it in the earnestness of there's somebody trying to be decent. Just found that in here. There's no way I have food on my fingers or some greasy thing on this sheet than that. I had to use some cleaning right now. It'll do the best it can. Now I'm telling you, that was not done by me. You have a beautiful day. I have not trusted their capacity to come in here without me being here anyway. And I had to go out yesterday. I have to go out today. They shouldn't be in here today. And that's the truth on that also. Not good at all. I am only for good and savvy. You take care of yourselves. You're working through this beautifully. Now, eventually I've got to have tangibility and knowledge and brilliance, but savvy on this thing with me and accepting what I'm saying as truth. You have a beautiful day. There has to be an understanding that that male has to be smart enough, strong enough to handle the quiet here. And that is what has to be done. They have to turn it off in here. They keep trying to run me out of this apartment. I will not become a groupie mentality with these tenants at all. There is a young male who is slightly mentally challenged, and it's bothering him no end, and I am going against that by saying this. I don't want that male hurt here. And I find it appalling and despicable that he has to be upset in this fashion when he doesn't want to, when he's a decent and wants to be. Well, I find that appalling and despicable. And that is what I cannot tolerate that. They have to run their own thing on this. I'm in a position of under them and obliterated by them, and I cannot communicate with some. But that's the problem on this. It's too long. It tears me to shreds if that one is what he is. But he would understand that I have to move forward on this. I don't know how it impacts. But you must know, you must be careful yourself. On kind, they say they are. I don't know where they're kind to. Maybe somebody where they say they are. It's intermittently. That's enough of this jawing. It's crazy. on the communications industry, and they still live. I need a total straight, heterosexual. Bisexuals or Nazis say they're straight because they sleep with both. They consider themselves straight. It's a fallacy. And I won't listen to them anymore on that subject. They're not straight. A straight will not sleep with a female, and I do require refinement. Please forgive this tone. They went berserk today, trying to figure it out because they shouldn't be surveilling it. And this time, I don't want them ruining my chances. And that is where we're at. It's a yes to you and your husband's endeavors. And I don't know about that mind. I told you, it tears me to shreds if he suffers at all. But it has to be done right now, what we're doing, this process. Well, we'll go out in the mail. You have a beautiful week. It's Pat. Maya should not have said it out loud. We have to begin. I'll leave you an email this morning. Process ASAP. I will have to add a little ice cream in. Haagen-Dazs is the best. I will still deal with excellent food otherwise. As we have said, fruits, vegetables, cheese, meat. I will go to Shaw's mostly on that. They have what I require. We must begin, and I've been dealing with the samurai. Bow to is nothing in a world that I should be involved with listening to bow to. That is part of this. Nobody bows to. Lotus, I thought of finally this morning. There's a satanic influence. I don't have any problem with some Orientals. I've been dealing with bow to, and that is not good. That is what my father cracked from. My mother healed, I healed, and that is where we're at. I don't mind explaining on anything at all. We've got minutes to worry about. You go away for the weekend, that is your resuscitation. I'm still trying to find the spelling of it. I will try to look for that, but I'm saying it. We must begin ASAP. And it has to be healed here. And it has to go as it is with the male on this subject. That is where we're at. I am healing myself by lead tube. It's from God, the dead, and my gut levels. Please allow that. Charles is in. I'm agreeing with you on that. Has to be some ice cream added in again. And that is where we're at. Milk as it is. Fruits, vegetables, grains, all of that, definitively a yes. You have a beautiful day. Please contact me before you go and resuscitate your souls for the weekend. I don't want to bother you. I'm up in the night on that anyway, on and off, when I can think. I rest and have to be up. Rest and get weak. Writing what I did yesterday weakens me tremendously. You have a beautiful morning and day. I will write you a note. That is a summation of where we're going diet-wise. I don't not to diet, but to stay healthy. I don't know whether it'll come off or not. Hi, this is Pat. I don't ever want to, I guess the term or analogy would be bark at you ever. You're sweet to me. And I would murder to have myself, hear myself properly with you. It would be my privilege to work with you. The reason why I'm going to tell you if it starts with B and he's tall. It could be Robert Banks and it could be Rodney Banks' son. Now the question arises whether he's here to commit me into a mental ward or whether he's here to straighten out the mess of lack of refinement that I go berserk from. And I don't come from the dreadlocks, and that is for sure. Now I've had filth in that tub. The pipes are click, and I've got spiders in here the next day that I'm screaming about due to them tampering with the pipes. Now, that is another element that's in here, and I feel like going out there and trying to find out who's doing the pipes. Now, the issue is, I think it's a pleasure to work with you, but I will tell you the truth. When you mention curly hair, that's Berlin's brother. Now, I don't want anything to do with Elliot Gruen. And supposedly he said Softly's married to Deborah Slave, and I don't know whether it's truth or fiction, but that's what I'm led to believe. And I don't want anything to do with that female. We're oil and water, and that is where we're at. I am a different breed, and really I don't want to hear about somebody's gut levels. I'll tell you on this situation. This is where I'm supposed to be. And I don't know how this will impact. I am no way going to be disappointed by you. It is not your fault. I would call you sweet, and I don't find that a problem. And I will explain anything and everything to you as I say it. That's straight out. I should be carrying a gun because somebody mentioned a dog that I felt was abused, and I was in this bed throwing up. I had to put jeans on and try to holler out to a dog to hold on. My father would get you. I couldn't go up a hill and sheer rock. I had fallen and been in a hospital in a wheelchair. I had to hope somebody would rescue my dog if that dog were up on the hill and ran away from Phil, because he would beat that dog and kick that dog and make that dog sick and feed that dog stuff that shouldn't have been fed to it. And that sick came to me.